What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy Dread is back, and this is an episode of Sports Talk. Oh yeah, and if you guys have noticed, I finally have a 1080i, 1080p quality camera. So all you guys who've been complaining about the sound and quality of my videos can finally shut the hell up about it. But anyway, all that aside, this is an episode of Sports Talk, and I want to talk about pretty much the biggest talk of the NBA as far as who is the better point guard between Russell Westbrook and Stephen Curry, and basically the NBA as a whole. Now, after All-Star weekends, pretty much when the NBA playoffs, the chase for the playoffs kind of starts to heat up because that's when you really start to see what teams are actually made of. And this year, as much as I hate to say it, I think that the NBA playoffs and the finals are going to be kind of boring this year. And the only reason why is because out of all the teams in the league, there's only four teams who I can actually see winning it all. And three of those teams are in the West. I mean, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, you got the San Antonio Spurs, which is pretty much the most slept on team for whatever reason. Of course, you got the Golden State Warriors, and maybe, just maybe, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's only because they got LeBron James. And then, of course, you got the sleeper teams, teams who I would want to see win, but ultimately they're not going nowhere, like the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat and the let's see who else. Oh yeah, the Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers is a team I want to see personally, and the poor Lakers. The Lakers, like, they let me down this season, especially since it's Kobe Bryant's last season. And this is the kind of the time where they really need to start considering rebuilding their dynasty. Let's see. I mean, because the Lakers are they're like a multi-million, even pretty close to $1 billion franchise. And it's going to be a long time before the Lakers see another big game James Worthy, before they see another Shaquille O'Neal in his prime, before they see another Magic Johnson, another Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, another Kobe Bryant. It's going to be a long time before they see a player like that. Unless they get a player, they get somebody in the draft in the next couple of years, or unless they get somebody who's a top name traded to their team. I'm pretty sure that the Lakers will pony up whatever amount of money just so they can get a premier player, because that's how the Chris Paul deal kind of fell through and he ended up going to the Los Angeles Clippers. But oh well, I talked about that in another video. Now, as far as Stephen Curry versus Russell Westbrook, who do I think is the better point guard? Now, some people say that it's neck and neck. Other people say that it's not even close. Steph Curry by a landslide. And the only thing that you can really back that up is with stats. Now, some people like me, stats don't really. I'm not gonna say stats don't really mean anything, because they do. But at the end of the day, the only stat that really matters is the W on your record. And LeBron James is pretty much proof of that. And the reason why is because LeBron James puts up monster stats. But what's the point of putting up good stats, averaging 30, 40 points a night, putting up all kinds of triple doubles? What point does that make if your team doesn't win at the end of the day? Yeah, you showed off, your team didn't come away with the W. So yeah, it does take complete players. Now, as far as complete players, some people say that Stephen Curry he's a one-trick pony. He's one-dimensional. He only knows how to do one thing. All he knows how to do is shoot threes. But even if that is true, I mean, like, look at what else he can do. I mean, Stephen Curry, I mean, of course, he's a three-point monster. His handles have gotten a lot better. He's not really, well, pretty much the only thing he really needs to work on is his defense. His handles are good. His shot is good. His assist has gotten a lot better too. He's a lot better at passing the ball and making plays, because he's a combo guard. I mean, he can play shooting or point guard, and that's real good. So I don't know where people coming up with this whole Steph Curry is a one-trick pony kind of thing. And even if it is true, even if he is one-dimensional, he's damn good at that one dimension. Now, as far as Russell Westbrook, I was having a conversation with this about my friend, and shout out to my friend on Facebook, Hakeem Sykes, who's an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Now, as far as the Oklahoma City Thunder as a whole, I still say this to this day: had they have kept James Harden, they'd have a ring by now. They would have at least one ring by now. Him, Durant, and Westbrook, like that big three, you can't tell me they wouldn't have a ring by now. But Russell Westbrook, I mean, his position is point guard, but everybody likes to say that he doesn't play like one. I have to say that out of the two, Russell Westbrook is a better playmaker, and he's a little bit more explosive. But like I said, I was having a conversation with this about my friend too. They say, well, Russell Westbrook, he plays 110%. He gives it all on every play in every game. And at this rate, I mean, even though he's only 28 years old, he's going to burn himself out very, very quick. I mean, it's like, with the injuries and let's see, with the injuries and all that other stuff, he could burn himself out quick, and that's not really good. That can really hurt the franchise in the long run. And like I said, he's kind of greedy with the ball because he doesn't like to give it up. But that's the only reason why. It's because people. This is what people fail to realize. It doesn't matter how good of a stat you put up. At the end of the day, it is called a basketball team. So that's why I don't get why people say that Stephen Curry is one dimensional. And I don't get why people are down on Russell Westbrook, because that's what the point of a basketball team is. If what one person is lacking, the other person is supposed to make up for it. Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook don't play defense. So what? That's what power forwards and centers are for. So they don't pass the ball enough. So what? That's what other people on the bench are for. That's why you got a six man who can do a little bit of everything. And yes, it does have, and you don't really have that many complete players like a LeBron James or a Magic Johnson. You don't really have too many of those. But oh yeah, as far as like I said, you're pretty much not going to see another one of those type of players for at least another decade or two. But I mean, who knows? But as far as my overall opinion, who I think is the better player right now, I mean, regardless of stats, I kind of will have to say that Steph Curry is kind of the better player out of the two. Now, Russell might be a little bit more exciting to watch as far as going to the hole. I mean, because in a one-on-one matchup, I would take Russell Westbrook over Steph Curry every time. But as far as a team dynamic, I mean, I would have to say that I would have to say that Stephen Curry would be better dynamic because he makes the players around him better. With Durant and Westbrook, the two-headed monster, that's pretty much just a tag team. But can two people win a ring on their own? Absolutely not. See, the difference is that Steph has the team around. He has good enough team chemistry around him to where he can slack off, where he doesn't have to be that good at defense or an assist because everybody else on the team, picks up, where he leaves off. Whatever he's lacking, other teammates make up for it. And that's something that the Oklahoma City Thunder does not have, which kind of, at the end of the day, would make Steph a better player because he makes the team around him better. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. What do you guys think? Post in the comments your four teams who you think are most likely to win the NBA Finals this year, and who you think is better as far as stats, and who you think is the better playmaker, and who makes the team around them better, Russell Westbrook or Stephen Curry. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Thank y'all for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.